Okay guys, today we're here with Gianni Grippo, my training partner since almost 4 years ago when he joined Marcelo in 2013. And in my opinion, he's probably like one of the best guys in this modern type of game, like Berimbolo, de la Riva, 50-50, leg drag. So I'm gonna ask him here today to show us like what's the principle and what's the best Berimbolo he has, especially like, to do against me, like a bigger guy than him. And I'm sure he already showed me here what he's gonna show, and I think the way he teaches, it's very good for everybody to understand how the Berimbolo works. Sometimes we see Berimbolos, but we don't even understand what's going on. So he's gonna explain to us here how is the Berimbolo and the best one he has. So let's see.
Let's do it. Okay, so starting from the de la Riva. For me, a few years ago when I first came here, I started always grabbing onto the pants and onto the belt here. But especially if I ever go with someone like as big as Bernardo, if I roll with Mateus or any of the guys, whenever I control the belt here, I'm giving them their posture. They can just sit up, they have their arm control, they have everything they need. So there was a lot of times where I'd be stuck grabbing onto the belt, but especially with bigger guys, I'd be able to Toriano, they'd be able to pass eventually. So for me, even though I want to grab onto the belt eventually, when I start off, when I'm thinking about the Berimbolo, I like to control the collar first. And from here, now I can at least break the posture. Of course, he still has his hands, but breaking the posture now is still going to make it hard for him to start breaking the de la Riva and start looking to pass. So another thing I want to be doing here is kind of having like a push-pull reaction. If I just try to knock him down from here, it's going to be very difficult. And especially with a lot of the guys here, everyone has really solid base, nobody really moves too easily. So I got to be moving them around more to try to create the movement to knock them down, especially being a smaller guy. So what I'm looking to do, one basic way that we can do is I'm just going to look to kick him back to his heel. So I'm just going to kind of kick back almost like I'm coming into a sit-up guard, and his reaction as I start sitting up is going to want to be to bring his weight back down. And as he steps back towards me, I'm going to load his weight onto my legs. And now I'm just going to kick him out to my left. Since I'm a de la Riva hook with my left leg, I kick him out to my left. And from here, I'm not even concerned about spinning under until I knock him down in this position. And we have two options from here. Either one, I can continue to hold on to the collar because this is just as strong, so just watch your arm below. So, like, yeah, just so they can, and I can spin under from here, and you can still hold on to the collar. Or two, I can start reaching for the belt and controlling by the side here. And I prefer that. Even though it's a grip switch, I do feel comfortable switching the hand to the belt. They're not down from here. It's not going to be super easy for them to just come up on top. And watch, as I spin here, a big mistake that a lot of people make when they start going to the Berimbolo is that they just start spinning and they just go too far away from the hip and they do this. And you see how far away I am. It's very easy for my partner to scoot away. And see how my feet aren't on the hips either. So when I go, I use this grip on the belt to pull my head towards his hip. And I really want to make sure that both my feet are glued to his far hip. So I have the grip, and I really pull myself and receive, and my head is making contact with his hip right here. And both of my feet are glued to far on his hip. So sometimes if guys ever try to sit up or try to scoot away, I can still kind of follow them from here and stay tight. I'm not going into the twister hook right away. So there is a basic Berimbolo where we start bringing our feet to the mat and we start looking to get a twister hook. But sometimes that's kind of hard with how heavy Bernardo is. It's easier for me to try to use leg pummeling to get my leg to the inside and to start taking it back. So my hand that was controlling the ankle to start is now going to reach for his hip. I see a lot of guys reach for the ankle. This isn't too bad either, but I feel better the higher I go up on the leg. And watch me here. I'm going to start creating space with my legs. I don't like his leg to stay so tight and heavy on me here, so what I'm going to do with the leg that's closest to him, I bring a shin behind the knee. One, I create space. Two, I'll push. I'll kind of give you more of a distance. And now three, I'm going to start swinging my right leg in. So watch how I kind of rotate my hip in towards it. And I'm going to get the twister hook from here. So it might be a little bit more complicated, but also I feel like at the same time with bigger guys, this is more practical to get to this position. Because I'm not going to be able to use I'm not going to be able to use my upper body to take it back. I feel much stronger using my legs. And now from here, once we get this twister hook, I want to make sure that I don't have a floppy foot from here. If I have a floppy foot, he can easily just extend his leg and maybe I can lose a twist rep. So whenever I'm here, you can use your opposite leg to pull the leg down, but mainly what I want to focus on is keeping my foot flexed, keeping my ankle at a 90-degree angle. So from here, it's going to be a lot harder for him to kick this leg free, and I can really lock down on it from here. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to start using my left leg as like a pendulum. And you can go a few times if you need, but all I'm going to do is I'm just going to kick down, and it's going to expose the back from here. Sometimes you can end up a little low on the back. So if you end up low, we just grab the back of the collar, a super strong grip, and I pull myself up to the back. Now I can get the second hook, and I can get the seatbelt from there.
So one more time now, like a fast motion.
Okay. So I grab, I push and pull, I knock him down from here. Reach for the belt. 1, 2, 3. And I can get the seatbelt from here.
Yeah, guys, one thing I see like that Gianni does different than everybody, like compare like Gianni's level of Berimbolo with one person that's not as good. What I feel that's very different, it's like how strong his hooks are. If you guys see his chin, for example, you guys can understand that. So he uses so much like the hook, so strong here, and even his chin's a little bit up. So his hooks are really strong here. And then when he starts kicking, he kind of like using hooks here. It's like you feel like stuck. For example, this situation, for one person who doesn't understand Berimbolo, it doesn't look too bad for me. But here's for you. This is exactly what he wants. And his hooks are kind of stuck in here, have nowhere to go, you know. And then I'm on his game, so he's gonna keep going. And look, I'm completely like on his game. And his legs is the thing I think is very different. Like all these hooks and this pressure that he has with his legs on my legs, I think that's what makes a huge difference for him to be like one of the best of this type of game. So thanks so much, Gianni. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks a lot, man.